Spotify immediately delete Meg All next podcast after Lucy Liu refuted Meg criticisms of Kill Bill. Meghan Markle has slammed Kill Bill, among other films, for its depiction of Asian women. However, the star of the Quentin Tarantino film, Lucy Liu, has often rallied against this type of criticism aimed at these characters. Meghan's comments came as her Archetypes podcast on Spotify resumed for the first time since the death of Queen Elizabeth II in September. In the podcast episode, Meghan criticized Hollywood for its toxic stereotyping of Asian women as over-sexualized and aggressive. Markle said, "Movies like Austin Powers and Kill Bill presented these characters of Asian women as oftentimes over-sexualized or aggressive, and it's not just those two examples, there's so many more." She continued, "This has seeped into a lot of our entertainment. But this toxic stereotyping of women of Asian descent, it doesn't just end once the credits roll." Meghan was speaking alongside podcast guest, the American sociologist, Nancy Wang Yuan, who has also written about such stereotyping. But, the criticism against Kill Bill in relation to its character or Enishi, a violent Yakuza leader played by Liu, has been refuted in the past by the actor herself, who slammed this type of character being labeled as a dragon lady. In an op-ed penned for the Washington Post, Liu argued that other characters have been written similarly to Enishi, but haven't faced the same labels or backlash. She wrote, "Kill Bill features 3 other female professional killers in addition to Enishi. Why not call Uma Thurman, Vivica A. Fox or Daryl Hannah a dragon lady? I can only conclude that it's because they are not Asian. I could have been wearing a tuxedo and a blonde wig, but I still would have been labeled a dragon lady because of my ethnicity. If I can't play certain roles because mainstream Americans still see me as other, and I don't want to be cast only in typically Asian roles because they reinforce stereotypes, I start to feel the walls of the metaphorical box we are Asian American and Pacific Islander women stand in." In other news, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are being put on blast for allegedly exposing the royal family's talks behind closed doors. Royal expert and commentator Jonathan Sackerdotti issued these allegations in an interview with Express UK. He started off by admitting, "I think the point is that private conversations have been reported by Meghan and Harry several times in ways that have been really unfavourable to the royal family. And I think that they therefore wonder what they can say even in private to Meghan and Harry, and that's very sad on a personal level. So if there was a rift that a father and son would want to heal, I think it's sad that they can't do that because there is a concern about what will be reported outside." For example, after the Oprah interview, Gayle King said it wasn't about the Queen, the racist comment allegation. And then there was similarly a report that the brothers had spoken but that at the moment, progress wasn't being made. Those sorts of reports of what must be very private moments make it very difficult for them to have private conversations and resolve their differences, because in sort of intra-family negotiations, it just can't work if bits are reported to the press by one side or the other. And I think that the royal family's been through that before. We saw that with the Charles and Diana situation, that there were allegations on both sides, that the other side was leaking things to the press, in order to sort of play it out in public.